Hello, lords and ladies. Private Yorkie here, back from the front. It's crazy out there. Gonna get crazy in here too, because we're heading back to Galarian. More Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, where I'll be laying down the law as the Eon. Made a bit of progress yesterday. We're gonna make even more today. So we want to go back in there, don't we? Let's just see if there's any movement we want to make first. At least come down here. They'll be taking that on next turn. Ah. I'm gonna go in there. We just have a look. Oh, we're entering, aren't we? Go have a rest.
You know, I hope this war at least teaches you how to talk to get along with your comrades in arms. I think we've got a decent party here, and you could find yourself some friends.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to kill.
There you go. Cece has a kill. There's war profiteers who hope to make a killing as well. Anyway. That's 34,000, just under. An important inspection. A group of officials from Northin is on the way to Dresden. They want to inspect how well the crusade is organised. What kind of welcome should they receive? Gold, 4,000 leadership experience. Lavish. Finance points income increases by 30. Show things as they are. Diplomacy. Or what do I need? If we could do any of them. Military needs to go up to level 4, but we're only at level 3 on logistics. Logistics is nothing. Leadership is above where we need to be for level 3 for that. So we'll go military. Bring them to the front lines. Well, that's 817 more. Created a soul shear. Plus 3 adamantine glaive. Plus 2 additional daily lay on hands, flavor and channel. That could work for Soziel. Leave it as it is, that will keep summoning a demon. Jam Soul Seer. While you are wielding this plus 3 adamantine glaive, your mount gets plus 3 on all saving throws and plus 3 bonus to CMD. He's not going to have a mount because he's medium, and his mount's going to be medium, which won't be enough. Plus 3 adamantine. Okay, thanks, Assault here. The fall of Dalton Vane is a tragedy and a disgraceful page in the history of the Crusades. The priests have purified his once glorious weapons through prayers and rites. Strengthen diplomatic connections. The limit for now. The rogues that have joined the crusade have renounced the path of crime and become true crusaders. Paladins and mags. Diplomatic relations have improved. The diplomatic council requests that the crusade leader attend their meeting. Go see. Commander, Anivia greets you with an energetic nod. My people have reported some shifty-looking characters hanging out in a cove not far from here. They invite passers-by to go treasure hunting, promise them untold riches. Apparently there have been folks who bought their tails and went in with them. None have come back. Sounds like a place worth investigating. Tell me more. This is the place, the Murky Grotto. Anivia marks a spot on the map. There are two of them, a fat guy and a scrawny guy. Could be your everyday bandits, but what if they're cultists? Anyway, I'd go check it out just to be safe. Has been any more reports like that? Whole heap of them. In this world wound of ours, cultists, spies, crooks and lunatics are all over the place. I usually don't report this kind of stuff to you. I just deal with it myself. But those treasure hunters, my gut tells me they're a special case. Something that only you can deal with. Very well, I'll look into it. For your report. And here's Konami again. Commander, it is time for you to play a more prominent role in Mendev's politics. Fortunately, the ideal opportunity has just presented itself. A conflict is brewing in the capital. A clique of aristocrats displeased with the Royal Council is scheming against Her Majesty's loyal servants. It's the usual power struggle. Something of this sort occurs every couple of years in any civilized society. Your entrance on the political stage is long overdue. Given that your opinion in Mendev is outstandingly well respected, the Royal Council has decided to make use of it. They're expecting you to denounce publicly the nobles' attempts to challenge their rule. I'm not their bloody puppet, Konami. I suggest we publicly address Her Majesty and claim that we're being drawn into an intrigue. Let the Queen know that we're loyal only to her, not to any of her servants or subjects. Sounds like we're not the only ones bored of the Royal Council. Let us support the disgruntled nobles, and Cousin Godfrey's advisors will have too much on their plate to worry about us. I say we don't get involved in someone else's squabble, and just make it clear we'll write a public statement to the people of Mendev that will have the commander plainly say, your bickering is not my problem, leave me alone, like that. Why am I pulled into the intrigues? You're part of those intrigues whether you like it or not. Political influence is an unavoidable part of your position. In the hands of Mendev, you're a priceless tool. Yeah, I'll tell you the tool, you're the bloody tool. And the Royal Council won't pass up a single opportunity to use you for the good of the nation. By holding a parade in Her Majesty's honour, you have shown the Royal Council that you listen to their suggestion. As I promised, the nobility now regards you as a potential ally instead of a potential problem, and you are free to use your influence for the good of the crusade. Well, let's see. Sothiel, if you inform the Queen you remain loyal to her, but are being dragged in intrigue, what happens? We would get 12 paladins and 30 champion. Darren, what if we support the nobility? 20,000 marksmen, less useful. Plan. What if we address the people? Have the address the people prepared and let them know we're not taking part? Light cavalry and shield bearers, don't like it. Konami, what about this Royal Council stuff? Slingers and conscripts, you must be bloody joking. And interfering, no. Right, address the Queen. Take care of it, Sothiel. I hope our actions will remind the rest that we must all remain loyal to the crown and worry about the kingdom, not personal profit. This meeting is adjourned, but I'm certain the crusade will soon require another decision from the diplomatic council. And before that happens, Commander, I ask you to consider whether or not it's worth losing the Royal Council as an ally. Over the Queen? You must be bloody joking. Right. Strengthen the chain of command. War wear soldiers down and defeat this attitude thinking. Not just to reinforce discipline to commander staff. Look for new solutions. Oil parade, blessing the fast deck. Faultless daybreak will take care of that. First, take care of this. There you go. Well, that was useful. We can go get someone else now. You go there. You go there. Go there. Now we can clear the way over here. I'll bring these in. Done. Oh, done. And you're done. Nice one, Aggie. Crusaders attacked the demons at a propitious moment when they were trying to sink a stash of gold iron ingots into nearest sand swamp. That hoard of metal would have been deadly to the beast of the abyss, and safely ended up in Mendevian arms. We got the 4 up there. We should get them moving in that direction. The chain of command of the crusade has been strengthened. The staff council requests the crusade leader send their meeting. We will do. Help from the queen. Hail, Commander! Captain Armaton salutes. Permission to report. Although the desertion has been halted, not everyone has appreciated your methods. A circle of discontents formed within the officers' ranks, calling themselves the Wary. There are no blatant signs of sedition, otherwise they would have been arrested. Still, their talk is concerning. We can't rely on them. We need our own trusted officers. I suggest enlisting some of the volunteers. We get some very capable writers among the fresh blood every day, the kind that could be made sergeants right away. We need those who know the meaning of honour. We'll call paladins and knights from reputable orders, and they'll serve as an example to our soldiers. Boosting everyone's morale too. That could have its advantage, Sheila, but that would mean calling strange, and that can go down really badly. Officers who are unworthy of their rank can always be replaced. We can identify experienced sergeants with reliable records of results and promote them. Not a bad idea, Reginald. And it's full of promising youths who were overlooked when their seniors were promoted to serve in your army. We can call them here, award them rank. That again is strangers then, and it can go badly. Why exactly are these wary unsatisfied? We raised the private's pay and gave them an enhanced rations with expected results. Unfortunately, some of the officers felt themselves deprived of these benefits. They're now spreading dangerous ideas. So they were expecting bribes? Yes, obtuse. I did warn you, elites always take offence when gifts and affections of the authorities are directed to someone else. And one more thing, I apologise if this sounds disrespectful, but these are the sentiments within the ranks. For an entire century, the Queen was the face of the crusade. Even though she personally appointed you as commander, many still consider you an upstart unworthy of high title. Many officers and soldiers dream of Her Majesty taking the lead. That's understandable, but we'll see over time. The pious officers, that I'm not so keen on. Infirmary size by 10. Not bad. Regil, you actually had a good idea. Gained experience is also not bad. Darren, bright use. Ooh! That is a trump card. Oh, it's only master maneuver. Well, we've got that on. That's irrelevant. Oh. Regil? Who's all deserving a promotion from among the privates? Certainly, I already prepared the list. I can present it immediately so those who have excelled can be fairly rewarded for their performance. I hope these measures will solve the issue at hand. If there are further complications, I will call another council at once. Right. Isn't it maximum already? Yes, so there's no point in running that way. The portation circle. We'll give them a citadel, why not? And that's about it for now. Now it's time to head out. Right then. Out we go. Helen's got some issues going on. Also, we don't have any to remove disease. Oh, you do? Right. I can't get rid of it. Oh well. What do you think? A lucky grotto. Got the demon army there. Won't be lasting long, will you? There we go. Having ejected the demons from the Eagle Rock, the former Crusade outpost lost during the Fourth Crusade, warriors were dismayed to discover the fortification had fallen into miserable ruins under demon rule. However, the Warden's chamber said he's a cache concealing valuables unnoticed by marauders. Perfect. You got +2, don't you? Oh, that's charisma. Lan, you got wisdom? Yeah. Well, you now have more wisdom. Oh. You're not going any further. Right. Oh, can't get past that. Okay. Now, That's okay, we can deal with it. Okay. There we are. And then we can go back down. Right to be guarding the area. Ooh, what? Okay, just sinking. Okay, now. Now. Okay. Go up here. See what this murky grotto is. Well, that's a lot of nastiness. Now, well, you're doing some damage, but it's not enough. There we go. The poor prisoner who was freed at the battle asked for a word. In his hand, an item wrapped in a rag. The prisoner says it was once a crusader, and for decades he has hidden this item from the demons. He's overjoyed to present it to you. Deadly tall size, nobody uses size. It's still there. Could belittle his gift, even if it is completely useless. Hence, plan asks for an audience. Well, we can do that after we've had to sit down and rest and taken on the grotto. I'm angry with myself for not realizing there was something off about Nora, but I feel sorry for her too. If things had been different for her, she would have made a great ally. Not just lost soul to the abyss. The abyss will have to answer well. You think people like her can change? No, she picked a path of her own free will. Well, I mean, to be fair, she was a slave and was ignored as such. That won't happen under my watch.
Oh, the waiting's never fun. Ona Adayan. Ona Adayan. Ona Adayan. Ona Adayan. Ona Adayan. Ona Adayan. Ona Adayan.
Oh, me.
Ona Adayan. Inimosi Travisi.
Those things. Where have those things gone? He doesn't know it. I thought he did. Right. Oh, that's right. He told us like we were doing this.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Amranda Gratior. Ona Adayanam.
And then we'll give it some welly with it. Just in case there's something going to be dangerous along those lines.
A bright future awaits
Mount
us.
up.
Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayan. Amranda Paparane Sente.
Always be ready for the Inimosi Travisi. 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 Inimosi
All of these books.
Matricium Curinos.
Lovely. You
The world is full of wonder.
share that with Lan. Share that with Darren. Thanks on all who need it. You. Mage hammer on there. There. You. giant size on
Ba
fourth.
er riti.
Third.
Ba er riti.
Oh.
Ba er riti.
You can have that on him.
Ba er riti. Ba er riti.
All good there.
Ready for anything.
Mount up. I need
to concentrate.
falling. That for damage reduction. That. Nice. And we save. And see what's what in here.
Keep your calm.
What a find. Focus on the goal.
There are many roads to success.
See what's in this cave.
I will guide.
Come over here, Landwalker. The fat, pale-skinned creature is squinting with a visible displeasure, shielding his bulging eyes with his webbed hand. It's so disgustingly bright even in this cave. Why don't you come with us on a voyage? I can sell you everything you need for a journey. You do want to come back, don't you? Tell me what you have. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, that stuff we use. And you're trying to take me off to these islands somewhere. So we can pull out of there. Maybe go back to it some other time, but not right now. Right, we will teleport back. But we won't, because we don't have the teleport built yet. We'll travel back. Lan looks resolute and serious. Yorkie, we've got ourselves settled in here, so time to go back to the mongrels. If we don't do it, Sol will keep stalling until Ayamade herself comes down to drag him out. Why don't we go back for them? He showed them the light of heaven. The shield maid has fallen. The ancient mongrel prophecy has come true. You want to go up to the surface? I do want to go up to the surface, but they're afraid of taking the first step on their own. I can understand them. My father would have never gone to the surface. My mum hadn't encouraged him. Everyone needs support before taking an important step. I don't know what exactly you did to the young ones back in the maze, but the demon ran from you. That's what matters. I want to check on them, see how they're handling what Savmelik did to them. Why are you coming to me with this now? You know, I had just so much on my plate. First we were running around, putting out fires in Canabres. Then we were running around from the gargoyles. Then we were running to save Dresden. Why don't we run to the caves now? I could ask the Queen to summon the mongrels and crusaders. Sol would like a real decree with a seal. But asking you is easier for me. Asking a Queen about such a little thing is awkward. And you don't seem to have anything to do right now. You know, Because managing a huge fortress is so easy. Are you sure the Mongols tried to kill us last time? Van rubbed his horn, thinking, we won't know until we try, right? If they're not in their right minds, that's even more reason not to abandon them. Maybe if we hit them on the head really hard, it'll make them come to their senses. I like that plan. Sometimes it's the only way with even with healthy people. I'll accept the mongrels, but they will obey the same rules as all my soldiers. Van chuckled sadly, but the reptile side of his face remains nonchalant. They probably will, if you roar at them properly. They're a little out of it out of Melek and what he did to them. There aren't many other options when it comes to making them follow orders. Right, off to Nice Homes then. That's what I'm going to do now. Seems like a nice trip. Oh. Get her out of there. You're heading this way to join up with the guys. Now you're heading this way. Well, like his army's coming back down, so... You're going down there. Join them. A quick rest. And continue. Someone on the road. What's this?
Watch out for trouble.
Okay. Of all the scrolls the intendant gave us, you chose this one. Really? It didn't even occur to you this was a problem? How can we go How are we going to face our mentor now? This is just a spell that, well, long story short, it will help us against the demons. We still want to be safe from the demons, don't we? The young man, who stands staring at something squirming in the centre of the meadow, turns his gaze to you. Oh, seems like we've got reinforcements, and it's a commander, no less. What's that? This is a cluster of flexible, elongated, pulsating objects. Yes, these are sprouts of plants whose behaviour seems highly uncharacteristic for plants. You can call it a demon trap. Yes, definitely, it's a demon trap. They only look like ropes that are wider at the base and narrower at the ends, and suddenly gain the ability to move. You're trying to say like tentacles. We don't use words like this here. Like pollen. Yes, that's right. The plant shoots are full of pollen. Who are you? The young man salutes you hastily. We are Crusaders, Commander. The squires of Sir Alfred, Commander. He will be here shortly once he finishes inspecting the positions. We are preparing for battle. What happened to you? We're escorting rescued prisoners to Canabres, after we heroically liberated them. The young man beams with pride. But there's an issue. Those from whom they were rescued now pursue us. So our leader and mentor, Noble Sir Alfred, decided to take a defensive position and fight them. And we tried to get ready for battle. The young man looks hesitantly at the squirming plants. But where is your leader? That must be him. He is here and hurrying to appear before you. Yasimar, standing before you, scream of chivalry. His armour and gear have seen many battles, but they are carefully polished. Every belt is properly fitted. Every buckle sparkles. Yasimar gallantly greets you. My sincere apologies to the Knight Commander of his crusade, the hero of the Battle for Canabres and the Battle for Dresden. Meeting you is an indisputable honour for me. I am Sir Alfred, a loyal follower of divine Amadei, a knight, a nobleman, and a crusader. These young men are my squires, and we... The knight interrupts himself, and turns his gaze to the sprouts, bringing forth from the ground. His eyes go wide. What is this? As we were about to depart the garrison, the Intendant Arcanis gave us a scroll that creates a demon trap. We decided that now is the best time to use it. This is a very good trap. These wriggling serpent-like grabbers can firmly hold a demon. Exactly. These rope-like moving sprouting pseudopods have the optimal shape to grab and immobilize a demon. Why don't you just call them tentacles? The first squire grows pale. The second one clutches his chest and steps back. A martyred expression appears on Sir Alfred's face, and he seems to struggle for a moment. Then he says, I respect your opinion immensely, Commander, for it is born out of your wisdom and experience, and yet it does not seem to me that these vine-like magic devices deserve to be called that. But still, what's your problem with tentacles? Do you have an issue? The squire gives you an accusing look. The knight adjusts a strap of his armour, and with a nervous gesture, I am flattered by the interest of such a heroic leader in my humble self, but if you will allow me, I would prefer not to answer the question about my issues with the limbs, typical of octopuses and other sea creatures. They are connected to a harrowing and traumatic episode in my past, one I prefer not to remember. I am positive that, compared to the scale of affairs and tasks the leader of the Crusaders must face every day, this issue is insignificant and hardly worthy of mention. Forgive us our tactless questions, noble sir. Darren gives us a disarming smile. Every person has the right to their secrets of his or her own, and it would be most disrespectful of us to infringe on this right. I thank you for your tact and sympathy, my noble comrade in the crusade, my kindred in celestial blood. The knight nods gallantly to you. Be brave, Sir Alfred. Don't run from fear. Say tentacles proudly and boldly, and let the shadows of your path recede. A fire flares in the knight's eyes. What heartfelt words. I am humbled and grateful that you took the time to address me and the dark corners of my soul, so to speak. I feel like your words have awakened something in my soul, something worthy of pride. We have cleared up the question that troubled me. Now it is time to turn our attention to more pressing matters. Tell me, my squires, did you brief the commander and outline the gravity of the situation? Yes or no? I don't remember. I think something was said about very, very nasty demon. The knight sighs. I beg your pardon, and I ask you not to judge these young men harshly. They cannot be blamed for lack of diligence. They are just young. They have not yet fully mastered the art of war, and have not realized the importance of discipline. In time, they will become the pride of the Crusade forces. I am certain of it. Squire smiles as he listens to Knight's words. The second squire proudly thrusts out his chest as he discreetly tries to wipe a clump of mud off his armour. I'll brief you myself, Commander. A monster really is pursuing us, but it is not a demon. It is something even more heinous and unnatural, a demodand. The assessment of it as a very, very nasty creature is accurate. My squires and I raided its lair and liberated several prisoners this thing was going to drag to the abyss. But now the monster is coming after us. I estimate it will be here in half an hour. We plan to fight. Then I'll help you. This is wonderful, Commander. It will be an honour to fight alongside. Please prepare yourself for a very, very nasty demodand. We'll soon be here. Right. Here she comes to save the day. There we are. The creature that appears before you looks alien and disgusting even to those accustomed to the abominations of world wound. Very, very nasty is a fitting description. Its flesh seems to boil and melt from long dark growth. Constantly shift and stretch along its flesh. The demon stares at Sir Alfred. A mortal with the blood of heaven, I recognise your smell. It was you who dared break into my lair and steal my offerings from my masters. For this, you will become offering yourself. You and everyone with you. Are you trying to threaten me with your puny weapon? It would barely scratch me, but I can crush you like a maggot. I'm the commander of the 5th Crusade, and these people are under my protection. You hear that, monster? We're not the only ones standing against you. Our hero and leader stands with us. Be afraid, monster, for the final hour of your villainy in the land of Galarian has come. And don't try to threaten me with your might and invincibility, or even those... The knight casts a wary glance at Demodand's ever-shifting skin growths, disgusting appendages. For the strength of a true knight is not in his shield, sword, or armour. A brave heart is my sword, and my face in a righteous cause is my shield. Yet even more importantly, the knight casts a glance at you, then grins at the monster. This knight has the power of tentacles! There you go.
They will break against our resolve.
Right. Karen. Get them out.
This will leave a bruise.
There we are. Easy. But Alfie catches a breath looking around the battlefield. I thank you for your help, Commander. And I thank you even more for persuading me to confront my fears. No more twisting elongated vine-like things for me. Now when I see tentacles, I will boldly exclaim, tentacles, these are tentacles. I like to kill monsters that threaten me, especially ones with tentacles. Cutting off the tentacles, with which evil grasps our homes and hearts, we will make the world a better place, Knight solemnly pronounces. Before you move on to do great things that lay ahead of you, allow me to present you with a small gift. A humble knight, no matter how noble, would hardly possess something that would surprise you. But let this gift serve you as a memento of our encounter. Good.
Keep your calm.
And with that, we can leave. Misunderstanding. A special messenger from Galfrey was delivering a missive to Dresden and ran into a sentry patrol by accident. The soldiers took the messenger for an enemy and attempted to search him, which ran contrary to the messenger's instructions. The sentries were killed and the messengers arrived in Dresden, now awaiting the commander's judgment. I did everything by the book. I committed a crime. Fair trial. Oh. Yeah, give him a fair trial. Messenger was found innocent and promoted to a new position. He now oversees the performance of the officers in the way they carry out their orders and enforces iron discipline in the army. Merchants I don't care about. There we are. Oh. The commander's unit was awestruck at their discovery. A small army of crusaders had taken a rest stop in the middle of the world wound and decided to arrange a tournament. Noble knights playfully frolicking, however, ended in a bloody massacre, to which they were blithely oblivious in the warriors' eyes. As the warriors' eyes were entranced by the queen of the tournament, a magnificent nude succubus, who observed the crusaders with a gracious smile as they blew off each other's heads. A scarlet gemstone set in a delicate web of finest steel gleamed on her bosom. The fight was brief, very brutal. With deep sorrow, the commander's warriors eyed the corpse of their brothers in arms. They had fallen into a demon trap. Uttering the words of Iomade, an officer ripped the magnificent decoration from the succubus's bosom. Even after death, her cold, beautiful lips were still a smile of contentment. At least he's happy. There's not much else to do right now. Raid them. Relic will be augmented. Augment the art of war. We can't do anything with that right now. Fate of the Faultless Daybreak. Heavy flare, light shield, or scale mail. That might be useful for someone. The symbol. Quick rest. Elementals, not really. Makes them easy. These tar swamps, where so many Zarkorian traders had once operated, were then occupied by mud demons. Now they are safe again. Tar can now be drawn from the depths. Serves the needs of builders, alchemists, and talents. Right. Time to head back. There's not much else I can do there. And next time we'll pick it up as we go to Nizom. Bye now, you've been great companions. I'm heading back to the front, it's crazy out there.